The world moves so fast. Every day there's a new product launching, a new company starting, and another thing that you have to do. It can feel impossible to keep up. Emails, meetings, messages, chores, workouts, family time, everything piling up. You wake up behind, push all day, and somehow still end up feeling like you didn't move the needle.
Whew. Ever feel like no matter how hard you work, you just can't get above water? I've been there too. Actually, I'm there kind of a lot. But this one technique I learned changed everything for me. It's the same secret Usain Bolt used to unlock that extra bit of speed he needed to break world records. And honestly, you can use this same technique to double your speed at work and in life too. Hey, I'm Lee. I run a software company. I'm an agency owner and a consultant that works on tons and tons of projects. I got 4 kids at home and I'm constantly volunteering on various boards. So in my life, I'm constantly trying to balance my calendar and my to-do list. But before I show it to you, let me show you how this works. Here's the thing. Our brains, they were built for survival, not for working at a desk. We've evolved to run from threats like lions and tigers, not 44 unread emails that are all marked urgent. Sorry. That word triggers me too. See, when your brain senses stress from the inpour of messages, deadlines, to-do lists, requests from people needing things, this part of the brain right here, called the amygdala, it flips a switch. And you've probably heard of it before. It's called the fight or flight response. First, your adrenaline surges. Then cortisol in your heart rate starts to rise. And you even get a dump of glucose, which is essentially sugar, right into your bloodstream. Now, these are all awesome if you're running from danger, but not when you're sitting at a desk. Now, your energy has nowhere to go. So you start fidgeting, you tighten up, your legs get restless, and the brain fog starts to creep in. If this sounds familiar to you, you're probably in the same vicious cycle that I was. You've got too much work, so you tense up, and that makes you work slower. And this tenses you up even more, leading to the continuous vicious cycle. That tension is burning your energy. And this is counterintuitive because it gets worse the harder you try. You're basically working in super hard mode. The idea that broke the cycle for me was something that I learned from Usain Bolt's training. His coach, the absolute legend, Glenn Mills, told him something that has stuck with me since.
You need to relax and just use form and come in rather than use strength. You find it much easier.
This method was made famous by Bud Winter, an Olympic trainer that trained 27 Olympians, and in his book, Relax and Win, talks about how runners should only use 90% of their effort when they're sprinting. Why? Because that sweet spot is where the flow happens. The extra 10%, that overexertion, is what makes runners tighten up and fire muscles that don't need to be fired, and ultimately break the rhythm. This is why Usain Bolt was literally celebrating midway through his race. It didn't matter that his body was relaxed. He kept running at the same pace. That's when it clicked. We do the exact same thing at work. We try to go 110%, and then we wonder why we're so exhausted. All that tension from the work is actually stopping you from being able to do it, because you don't have the part of the brain that helps you with creativity and focus, which is the prefrontal cortex. The reality is you can't think clearly when your body thinks it's running from a predator. And even if you find a way to force your way through it, the crash from the stress and blood sugar is going to hit hard. So here's my antidote. 2 words I like to use: get light. Step 1 is just understanding how this works, because you can't take control if you don't understand it. Step 2 is to relax, not to rest or to meditate, but to actually work. When I'm working, I like to imagine all my tasks sort of flowing through me. Emails, projects, ideas, just moving past me like water. I don't force focus, I just allow it. Don't stress every sentence, overthink every single decision, and reread every word in that email 5 times before you send it. You gotta stop trying to plow through your work when you can just tackle them all in rhythm. Getting light up here starts with your body. It tells you it's stressed by tensing your shoulders and muscles, clenching your jaw, and increasing your heart rate. And the only way to get around this is to play the Uno reverse card and send a signal to your body to relax. You can do this by slowing down your deep breaths, releasing your shoulders and your jaw. This is why it always seems like your best ideas come to you when you're in the shower or washing dishes. It's because your body's relaxed, your mind's relaxed, and now that creative part of your brain starts to surface.
The harder and faster you go, the slower and harder it gets. So get loose, get light, get after it.